Welcome guys to a brand new video on Arknights Endfield, and you guys read the title and I am 100% not lying to you guys. This video is going to piss you off. It is so hilarious, but I want to make this video so bad. Anyways, as you can see, I have topped up in the game. Monthly pass, usually the best to buy in any gacha game. Anyways, besides the point. Now, I was going about my day. I got home and I wanted to watch a YouTube video on Arknights Endfield. I wanted to see what, some of the content people were making, and honestly, I found a funny video that will 100% piss off every single Arknights Endfield fan, because this creator over here went absolutely in on the game. This content creator absolutely shat on the game, its fan base, and I was laughing because, guys, I'm not saying he is wrong. The way you said it was absolutely wrong, but he mentioned points that I 100% agreed. However, he was phrasing those points as if it was negative, but to the actual Arknight Endfield players, those stuff that he's complaining about are actually a positive. Him complaining about how long or how much time you have to spend in the game, and people in Arknight Endfield fans have been like, yeah, so what? I love this game. It's Arknight Endfield. It's such a fun game. I might be spending so much time in this game, but I absolutely love it. So this creator, I've watched only 5 minutes of his video. Only 5 minutes of this video, guys. I watched it on my tablet, so you won't actually see me, you won't see actually how far I've watched it. But I made sure to check. I watched 5 minutes into this video and I was laughing. I wasn't laughing. The moment I started hearing what he was saying, my jaws were on the ground, because I was like, I did not think a creator was going to go ham like this on this game. Now, I think the main reason why he was able to say all of this shit is because he's a smaller creator. The thing about smaller creators is we don't really care about what companies say. Okay, because we're not really getting brand deals like that, or we're not getting really close to the developers like that. It's only the big channels that can never ever do what he just did right now, because they have reputation, or they want to be friendly and cozy with all these developers so that they can get sponsorships and whatnot. But if you're a smaller creator, you don't really have that benefit. It doesn't matter. You can go balls deep and destroy the game, okay, and say as much crap as you want to. So I will say, it was funny to see. Now, people are going to dislike my video because I say I agree with him. He said, okay, I'll tell you the points he basically said. He said this game is doo-doo, the worst gacha game he's ever played than DNA, Dual Knight, oh my days, the game that's flopping, the game that was meant to be a gacha game, but they removed the gacha, Dual Arc Abyss, something like that, some Dual Knight Abyss, yeah, that's it. He was saying this game is worse than that game that's actually bombing right now, okay? He was saying this game sucks for multiple reasons, one of them being that it's time consuming. Now, I will say this, he isn't wrong. This is the most time consuming game I've ever freaking played, okay? Arknight Endfield is absolutely time consuming. The amount of time I've had to spend on this game just to progress is absolutely insane. I'm comparing it to Genshin. I'm comparing it to Wuwa. It was not as bad in Wuwa or even Genshin. Genshin has the slowest exploration speed, but it did not feel as, I didn't spend as much time in Genshin. But in Arknight Endfield, I spent so much time just to get to Endgame, guys. I spent so much time just to be able to farm the latest and best gear resources, okay? And guys, I had to spend 4 hours, more than 4 or 5 hours a day just to do that. Now imagine trying to play this game 30 minutes, 5 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. You are going to spend so much time just to get to this point I am currently in, okay? Just to reach this point, you are going to spend so much time. Now, I have optimized my freaking, what's it called? What do they call this? My factory. I have optimized it to create, good gear, whatever. But to reach this point, it took so long. And if you're trying to convert, okay, how much time you spent versus the amount of resources you got back, this is the worst game for that, because you spend so much more time in this game than actual resources you get back. Now, of course, version 1.0, you were able to get over 260 summons. Free to play, okay? Standard banner summons and limited summons. However, the amount of time you have to spend to get that pulls is insane compared to me spending that exact same amount of time in either Genshin or Wuwa. I would get so much, way more resources. I would have pushed so much further into the content. I would have gotten so much better characters okay, in terms of character progression in that game compared to Arknights Endfield. So he is not wrong. However, I will not lie and say this was the most fun I've ever had. This gacha game, Arknights Endfield, was the most fun I've ever had. The only gacha game or open world game that I've actually played that I've loved the exploration. Yes, comparing it to Wuwa, comparing it to the Genshin, this is the best. It was so much freaking fun to do all of this. So you hear what I'm saying? This creator isn't wrong by saying this game tells you or wants you to spend so much time on this game. He was painting it as negative. However, to people who actually love those stuff, who love the factory, who love the exploration, this is honestly one of the best games for that. I will not lie to you guys. This is one of the most fun I've ever had, just doing the dumbest shit that I never thought I would actually like. I did not think I liked this. I don't like story. I fucking hate story, but if there's a gacha game that makes me actually enjoy the story, I will give it credit. I hate exploration, I hate spending time in a gacha game, spending way more time than I need to. But this is the only game that I sat through 3 hours, 4 hours straight just to progress, and I was having fun every single part of that. Every single part of that 4 hours I was spending just to do that was fun. But to the average player, to the average gacha players, that's going to sound crazy, because gacha games, one of the best things about gacha game is you can progress without spending so much time in the game. Spend 20 minutes, you make so much progression. The reason why people play gacha game is not because gacha games are inherently better than actual AAA games like the other games that are out there that doesn't have any gacha. The reason why people play gacha game is because it's convenient. You can go on the bus, play certain minutes, like 10 minutes of content. You will progress so far, you have a lot of stuff done already, and that's what everyone loves about gacha game. You can't do that in Arknights Endfield unless you've reached endgame mode and everything is basically settled for you. Your factory, you can do that. But if you're trying to progress the early stage all the way to Wuling, you can spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and your progression is absolutely nothing. Okay, it's not enough progression. And that is why some gacha players are going to look at this game and say this game is absolutely ass. So I will say he isn't wrong, but at the same time, he is just not the intended player for this game. I am not the intended player for Arknights Endfield, but the only main reason why I love this factory system is the mere fact we have freaking blueprints. Look at the amount of blueprints I have copied. I've never had to create this myself. Maybe early on, so my blueprint, this was my, actually I can show you. I can literally show you. This was my early game blueprint. And I was not focusing on factory, because like, fuck that. I ain't got time for this. I already knew as long as there's blueprints, I can basically just copy people, and that's fine with me. If I had to create this by myself without the blueprints, this would be the worst game for me. But because there's this blueprint, it's quick. It's easy. I don't have to actually do this stuff. But I think this is such a cool system in a gacha game. This is such a cool system. This whole factory actually having to explore the map, connect certain points so that you can, actually get the minerals that you require. That is so cool. That is absolutely cool. However, he is also not wrong in saying this is the game with the worst gacha ever. He's right by saying this is probably one of the worst gacha games out there, because this is not a conventional gacha game. Gacha games want you to spend a little time in the game as possible and get fast progression. They give you a bunch of pulls. This game is the complete opposite. You can spend hours in this game and get barely enough resources to fucking summon. Okay, you can spend hours in this game and you still have a lot of stuff to do early on. Right now I'm in endgame mode, there's not a lot, okay? But to reach that point, I had to spend hours. Now imagine trying to be a new player actually trying to enjoy this game to finally farm the endgame gear. You're gonna have to speed run this shit, okay? Or you can spend days to reach a point where you're seeing other people like way ahead of you. But anyways, until you reach Wuling, I don't even think you're actually playing the game, because Wuling is pretty much so much more important than the Valley 5 or Valley 4, whatever it was called. Wuling is so important. Everything you need is in Wuling, okay? So, yeah, take that as you will. All my days I've capped out? Oh, hell no. This is the first time I've ever been capped out. Fuck that. Sorry, no swearing. Oh my days, that was not good. What do I need to farm? What do I need to farm? Anyways, he isn't wrong. This gacha game sucks. This game is not a. I said it in my first review. I don't see this as a gacha game. It goes completely the opposite. Okay, they don't give you enough pulls to summon. The gacha is the worst gacha you've ever seen ever. Now, the system itself might be better than most of the other gacha games out there, but because they give you so little of this Aura Belly, that you literally feel like it's the worst gacha in the world. You literally feel like it. And let's not talk about the weapons banner. This is the worst weapon banner I have ever seen in a gacha game. Hands down. You get punished. This is the only gacha game that actually punishes you for being lucky. I have never heard that in my entire freaking life. Why the frick would you ever freaking do that? Absolutely crazy. Okay? So he isn't wrong. The worst gacha ever is going to be this game. And I'm hoping they realize this, because they are absolutely locking the gacha game players, okay? Because this is a gacha game. Inherently, you are going to be judged on your gacha. And if your gacha is so bad, everyone is going to hate your game. No one plays gacha game because they love gachas or gacha games. They get the high of freaking summoning and being given enough pulls or being lucky. Let's be real, guys. Gacha game is inherently the G word. G-A-M. I can't spell gambling. I can't spell. I was going to spell it out, but fuck that. Essentially, people get high off freaking summoning, okay? It's exciting. I'm going to full on say that. That's the reason why I play gacha game. But in this game, the mere fact I can say to you, I hate the gacha, but I'm still playing it, is insane. Because this game is actually fun. It's actually fun. It does require you to spend a lot of time. I've reached a point where I don't have to spend a lot of time anymore. But at the same time, there's a lot of tasks that could be like sped up, because every single day you have to pretty much go in here and claim all of this stuff. And then you also have this to claim. But now from the latest live stream, they told us, don't worry about this once you've unlocked everything. Don't worry about this. So now I don't have to do that. But there was so many maps. And in the future, there's so many points in the map you want to be going to get. You want to be getting this stuff. You want to be connecting the nodes. You want to be unlocking this. You want to be upgrading this. You want to be adding all of this not teleportation, the zip line. And guys, we are going to continuously get new maps. And you have to do this stuff all over again. Okay? And that itself is going to be time consuming. So time consuming. And then you have to go to Valley 4, claim every single node. You don't have to do it every single day, funny enough. As long as it says it's ready to claim, you can go ahead and do that. I think it's once every 2 days. So yeah, that's there as well. But I've reached a point where I don't think this game is time consuming, but I had to put in so much time into this game. The amount of time I spent on this game, if I did that exact same time in Wuwa and Genshin, I would have 100% all the maps. I have not focused on getting the chest in this game. Like, look at this. I have not focused. My main focus was pretty much connecting every single thing. Now, I have been playing this game for I don't even know how long. 2 weeks straight now. And first like 5 days of playing, spending 4 to 5 hours in the game. Yes, I suffered from that because I had work to do. But I kind of like said, fuck my work, and you know, let's go gacha gaming. Terrible advice. Don't ever do that. Okay, focus on work, get that bread. Come on. But I've spent so much time in this game. I have not used my premium resources. If I go over to here, I have not used my Aura Belly. Literally have not. I've gotten lucky with my characters, pulling them from the free tickets. Now, I'm not going to gas up the game just because I got lucky. Let's be real, it's a gacha game. You get lucky sometimes, you get unlucky sometimes. I'm not going to be so happy because I got freaking both of these characters without spending my actual farmable, without actually like farming those stuff. But I can tell you right now, the moment I use all of this, the maximum amount of resources I can get next is going to be like only 20,000. And if you look at the cost for gachaing, it's this. Now, if they fix the gacha, I've made a video where I haven't released it yet, but essentially I am playing 3 open world game and I have to choose one of them to drop. I'm playing Genshin, Wuwa, and Arknights Endfield. I don't want to drop any of them, but I can safely say if the gacha does not improve in this game, Arknights Endfield is going to be the one that gets dropped. because I can't, for the love of me, keep seeing amazing characters and not having enough resources to pull for them. I don't care how fun of a game you are, if I can't pull for my favorite characters or the characters I care about, or I can't summon them for the next 3 banners because I know that I won't have enough resources for the another character, I don't want to play a game like that, okay? At the end of the day, I already said it. I love gachaing. I love the whole aspect of gacha, even though I know at the same time it's scummy and crap. But I hate the newer gachas where they rate to like only 3%, not even 3%, sorry. They rate to like 0.6%. Screw Genshin for introducing that bullshit. But anyways, I used to play gacha games where it was 3%. Imagine this game at 3%. Absolutely would love it. Okay, 3% I think was the perfect percentage for a gacha game, for a gacha. Like, not too lucky, not too unlucky. 3% was actually good. But now, new gacha games coming out is 0.6%. Like, all of you guys are annoying me from doing that. But anyways, again, I said this video is going to piss you off because this creator isn't wrong. He just put it in a really harsh way and hated every single part of the game. He isn't wrong about it, how time consuming the game is. However, many people love that. I love that. Okay, it was terrible to do that. So it was terrible for me to spend 4 to 5 hours a day on this game because my work suffered. However, it was the most fun I've ever had in a single gacha game. Okay, going through the exploration better than Genshin and Wuwa. I'm sorry. Genshin was a slugfest. Wuwa is so fast that I don't even care about the, like, exploration in Wuwa is so fast that I don't care about the exploration. Like, I just see it as a way to get resources. Bam, 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 bang, everything is done. Genshin is so slow, boring, tedious, ugh. This game, Arknights Endfield, was fun. It was slow, didn't get enough resources, but because I already had Levitain and I already had Gerberta, it didn't really matter to me. I think actually that's the main reason why I'm also having fun. I didn't really have to summon. Now that I think about it. Now, I do want to get Yvonne because she looks so cool, but her animation wasn't really doing it for me. I like her idol form and whatnot. Like, she is the coolest looking character in the game, but I just don't like her. I don't want to pull for her. It's as simple as that. But if this was a character that I really wanted to pull and I know how shitty the gacha was and I used all of this pulls to get absolutely nothing, yeah, I would drop this game in a heartbeat. Again, it's a gacha game. However, it pisses off gacha players because it goes against everything we know about with gacha games. We want them to be fast. We want them to give us a lot of good resources. Even if you can't guarantee the character, we still are given resources to summon. This game, so time consuming, not enough pulls. They haven't addressed it in the version 1.1 live stream. I don't know what's happening, but I already made a video. I will be releasing it soon. I will have to drop one open world game. I love this game. Trust me, I really, really love it. Okay, the only single open world game that I actually had fun exploring. The reason why I loved Wuwa's exploration was the old ecosystem. And then they kind of like, the ecosystem was like, it doesn't matter anymore because they now added bikes and flying. It was cool that the echoes can actually be used in the exploration in Wuwa. But anyways, that went out the window. So now I don't care about the echoes. The exploration is so fast with the bikes and the flying around. It's great for pulling because now I can pull as many characters as I want. But it's just not as fun anymore. Now in Arknights Endfield, very fun. Love it. Just the devs are not giving us enough pulls. And it's pissing me off. Anyways, that is it for the video. Let me know down in the comment section. My take's probably going to piss people off as well. But I can hands down say that Arknight is the better game. The best game that has a gacha. Actually, that counts as a gacha game, but sucks as a gacha game. It sucks because the gacha sucks. How can you have a gacha game, but the gacha itself sucks doo-doo? Like, everyone compare your gacha to every single other gacha game out there, and let's be real, this is the worst one. It's the worst one, hands down. I've pissed off so many people. I've pissed off the Genshin players. I've pissed off the Weathering Waves players. I've pissed off the Enfield players. But like I said, I'm having fun making videos now, actually, because I don't have to rely on this as my source of income anymore. I'm working, bro. I'm having fun making videos, and I'm saying my opinion around this game. I love all 3 of the games I mentioned. Genshin I might hate some parts of Genshin, but I am still playing it for a reason, okay? People will say sunk cost fallacy, maybe a little bit, but I trust Genshin to always deliver on quality content. Sometimes the characters are boring, but it is what it is. Weathering Waves, just perfection. The only thing I don't like is the exploration, but everything else, Wuwa, I like. Literally, the devs are getting a bit annoying with the spending events and whatnot. But anyways, Wuwa is still a really good game. I like the characters will always be absolutely stellar in Wuwa. Anyways, and then Arknight Endfield exploration was so fun. Literally, the gacha is just the issue. It's been your boy AC Gamer. I've pissed off so many people, and so has this creator. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.